and welcome to another lawnfawn video. Today we are introducing some new reveal wheel add-ons. We have our Tulip add-on, our balloon and speech bubble add-on, and our flower and sun add-on. The Tulip add-on comes with a tulip-shaped window, a frame for that window, and a stem and leaves. We also have some templates that go along with it too that make it really easy for stamping that we'll be showing you in a little bit. The flower and sun and balloon and speech bubble are reveal wheel circle frames, so they work with our reveal wheel circle window. And this one came out in fall winter, and if you remember, it went really great with that fortune teller tabby. Well, now we've come out with some really cute frames for it that change up that circle and help you use it in different ways. Of course, we have the templates for the circle that are going to make stamping really easy, and we'll be showing you that one as well at the end of the video. Now all of these go along with Reveal Wheel, and if you've never made a Reveal Wheel before, make sure to check out our Intro to Reveal Wheel video. I'll link it in the description below. Here is the Tulip add-on, and you can see that there's a tulip-shaped window. So we're going to take that little window and we're going to drop it into our Reveal Wheel, and that puzzle piece is going to fit perfectly into the opening of the Reveal Wheel. Then we can run that through our die cut machine, and that's going to give us a panel with that tulip-shaped opening in it. Then all you need to do is layer those decorative pieces on. So here you can see we put the stem first. It has that little rounded part at the top, and that lines up perfectly with the very bottom of the tulip shape. And then we can layer our tulip frame right on top. And then we've got little leaves that you can add to the base of the tulip. Next, we'll take a quick look at the other two dies that are in this video, which are frames that are going to go with our circle add-on. So we're going to take out that circle window there, and we're going to drop that into the puzzle piece opening of the Reveal Wheel, and we'll run that through our die cut machine to get a piece here that has that circle opening in it. Now with this circle opening, now we can decorate it with all of these new frames. So we have that cute little flower. We also have a sun that comes with that flower. There's a little leaf that helps you decorate the flower as well. Then in the other die set, we have the balloon and the speech bubbles. Here's the little speech bubble, and then we've got the balloon as well, which has two different styles of string. And here's what it looks like when you layer these frames on top of that circle opening. So here's our speech bubble, and you can point that little speech bubble arrow in any direction. This is the balloon, and then you can layer the two different styles of string underneath. So here's the curvy style, which is super cute. And then we also have a straight style as well. You can take that little sun frame and just layer that right over the circle. I really love putting smiley faces into the sun. I think it's so cute. And then here you can add the little flower on its own, or you can take that leaf and place it behind the flower, all in different directions, or even cut multiple leaves as well. The other cool thing about the flower is that it's going to line up perfectly with pieces from the Tulip add-on. So you could take the little stem and leaves and line it up with that circle window, and look how cute it is with the flower in the other die set. So I love that you can mix and match them. We're first going to create with the Tulip add-on. So we're going to drop that tulip window into our Reveal Wheel piece, and then we're going to run that through the die cut machine with some of this Dandy Day paper, which is so pretty. We're also going to pop that window out and run this through the die cut machine without a window in it to create the base for our Reveal Wheel. We'll also run it through again with some of the green Dandy Day paper, and this is going to become the grass for our card. So now we've got that beautiful stitching there, and we can take one of these grassy hillsides, hold it in place with low-tack tape, run it through the die cut machine, and now we'll have a little grassy hillside that's going to have that same decorative stitch detail on it. We're also going to run through the main wheel of the Reveal Wheel and the wheel base of the Reveal Wheel too. Now for some of those decorative elements from the Tulip set, we're going to use some of the new shimmer cardstock, and look how pretty this is. I keep playing with it because it's just so gorgeous. So we're going to run the tulip frame through with that, and then we're going to take some of the green shimmer cardstock and we're going to run that through with the stem and the leaves. After that, we can start to assemble everything. So we're going to use some glue tube to put it behind the tulip frame. And then right here was when I forgot to put the stem on first, so I was able to just pop up the very bottom of the tulip and just tuck that stem right underneath. Next, we'll take out the Bug Deal stamp set, and we're going to be using one of the sentiments in there that's a nice birthday sentiment, and we're going to stamp that out using our MISTI tool and some black licorice ink, which will be nice and bold on that really pretty green pattern paper. Then we can go ahead and attach down our green grass and then layer the rest of the tulip stem on top and those tulip leaves on top of that. Next, we're going to be using those templates, and in that template set, there's a template that has 3 windows and 4 windows, and in this case, we're going to have 4 windows so that we have 4 different things changing as we spin the wheel. So we're going to take that template and line it right on top of our wheel cut from guava cardstock. This is the Reveal Wheel Circle Sentiment sets, and there's some really cute little smiley faces in here. So I decided to take out those smiley faces and then use my template as a guide as to where to stamp these smiley faces, so that as we spin our wheel, we have all of these cute little faces appearing in the tulip. I think it could be really fun as well to have the tulip changing colors instead of changing faces. I think that would be beautiful, especially if it went around in a rainbow order. Now that our stamping is in perfect placement, we can remove that template and start to form the reveal wheel. So we're going to take a little mini brad here, and we're going to put that brad up through the smaller wheel base and then up through the back of the reveal wheel that we just stamped. We're going to open up those prongs and secure them in place. Then we can flip our wheel over, and we're going to add some little square foam squares right around that brad, but not touching that brad, onto that wheel base. We'll peel off the liner paper, and then we're going to take that wheel and we're going to put it behind the tulip, and we can just easily line up the face where it's going to look really good. Once we've got that in perfect placement, we can hold that in place and then line it up with the base of our reveal wheel. So we're lining it up with that piece we cut at the beginning, and then we're going to press down, attaching that wheel to the base of the card. So now you'll see we've got that wheel in perfect placement. And then we can start to add foam squares all around that wheel, but not touching the wheel. We'll remove that liner paper and then layer over our frame piece on top. Already you can see how cute it is when you spin that wheel and those little faces are changing. So the card's actually really cute just as is, but to add a little something extra, I'm going to take out the A Bug Deal stamp set and went ahead and stamped and colored a bunch of cute little bugs, and we're going to layer these into the scene just to add a little pizzazz. So we're adding all of these on with foam squares, and I love the bright colors. It feels very rainbowy and happy and just beautiful. And so we're just going to layer these around the tulip. We've got our little grasshopper jumping, and we have that little jumping trail that's included in that stamp set. We'll put that on there, and then a little butterfly for the sky and a trail as well. We've created a standard size card base at 5.5 by 4.25, and we're going to layer on some cilantro cardstock, and then we're going to add some foam squares to the back of the reveal wheel mechanism we just created and layer that on top of that green card base. Then, so that the recipient knows what's going on, we need to cut a little arrow, and there's an arrow included in the reveal wheel die set, and we're going to die cut it out of that same shimmer pink cardstock that we die cut the tulip frame from. Then we can just layer that right onto the card base, and now the recipient knows, hey, if I spin this, something cool might happen. And then here is a look at the final card. You can see how cute it is with those little faces changing. This would absolutely make someone's day. It's just so adorable, and they're so much fun and so quick and easy to make too. Next up, we're going to be using that circle window and some of the circle frame add-ons that we looked at the beginning of the video. And we're going to be doing that this time with the square reveal wheel instead of the rectangular one. So you can use these with either shape of the reveal wheel. So we're going to drop in that circular window, and then we're going to go ahead and die cut some cardstock here. So we've got our big wheel and small wheel cut from some fog cardstock. And then we're going to take out some of that Dandy Day paper, and we're going to be using that along with the template that has the 3 windows, because we're going to have 3 little things happening in this. We're also going to take out some Hello Sunshine paper too, and I love mixing and matching the Dandy Day with the Hello Sunshine. So we're going to die cut that square reveal wheel with the circle window out of that yellow Dandy Day paper, and now we'll have that beautiful frame there with the opening. And then we're going to cut the Hello Sunshine paper down to 4.25 by 4.25, and that's going to be the base of our card later. We're going to take out that circle window and die cut a base for the reveal wheel out of some white cardstock. We're also going to take out some of this spiffy speckles paper here, which is a great match to the Dandy Day, and we're going to be die cutting that new little speech bubble frame that we're using out of that paper. We'll add some liquid glue with a glue tube and layer that right on top of that opening, and now that circle opening has been changed into an awesome little speech bubble. Next, we're going to be using a template again, and this is the template for that circular shaped window. And this one has the 3 openings because we're going to use 3 different phrases from the Say What Spring critters. And I love these phrases because they're also a perfect match for reveal wheel. So we're going to be using all of the you styled ones because we're going to have the little sheep being the one that's talking with that speech bubble. So we're going to stamp those 3 out. And then we're going to begin to form our reveal wheel. So we're going to put that small wheel base in, we'll put that brad up through the base, and then we're going to secure that in place. Now Shari likes to build her reveal wheel just a little bit differently. She likes to leave that template on there as an extra little guide to help her line up her window. So I like to take the template off, she likes to leave the template on. So you should try both ways and see what's your favorite. So uses that template as an extra guide to line up that thank you so much in that window, and then we're going to go ahead and remove the liner paper of those foam squares and then press down onto the base. Now you can just open up that brad and pop that wheel off just like that, and you're going to have that template to use for another card. We'll add some foam squares around the wheel but not touching the wheel, peel off that liner paper, and we can lay our speech bubble frame right on top. Then we're going to add that pink paper that we took from the Hello Sunshine remix onto our 4¼ inch square card base, and then layer our reveal wheel piece right on top of that. We've die cut a simple wavy banner out of some white cardstock, and we're going to take out this stamp set that I just love, which is Wavy Sentiments, that has a bunch of general things, and we're going to be using the one that says "You're the best." And today we're recreating a card by Jen, so thank you so much, Jen, for letting us recreate this card for the video. So we're going to add that sentiment onto the card with some foam squares, and then we're going to stamp, color, and die cut some of the characters from that same Say What Spring Critter set, and these little guys are absolutely adorable. And we're going to be attaching these on with some foam squares, and our little sheep there, she's going to go in the middle because she's the one that's talking, that way it says just for you. We've got that fun pun. And then we're going to add her friends, the frog and the bunny, on either side, and I love how they're kind of standing on that banner. I think it's absolutely adorable. And then just for a little extra something, we're going to add the little fly that's in the stamp set and also the little flower into the little sheep's hair there, which is super cute. Then we're going to take that arrow that's in the original reveal wheel set, and we're going to die cut that from some narwhal cardstock that's going to match that narwhal ink that we stamped in. And here you can see the finished card. It's so super cute. The just for you, oh my gosh, it's just so cute. Thank you so much. And I like you goes really cute with the you're the best sentiment, and I really think this card would just make someone's day. It would be a great thank you card. Now in the set with the speech bubble, there's also a balloon included in it. And we're going to be making this card in the reveal wheel circle sentiments window. So you have to make sure to check it out, but you can see just how cute that balloon is. It's a great opening where you can have smiley faces change, sentiments change, colors change. I absolutely love using it for birthday cards. Next, we're going to be working with the Flower and Sun frame add-ons. And so we're starting off with Spiffy, Speckles, and Dandy Day. And as you guys take a look there, you can see that those color palettes are a perfect blend and match for each other. So we're going to be using papers from both of these collections, and I just love mixing and matching these. And we're going to take some Spiffy Speckles for our main reveal wheel and our little wheel base. And then for our opening here, we're going to be using that square again. We're going to drop in our circle window, and we're going to die cut some of that really pretty blue Dandy Day paper. So we'll run that through the die cut machine, and now we'll have the front of our reveal wheel with that circular shape cut out. We're also going to cut the base for the reveal wheel without the circle in it. Here is some of the yellow Dandy Day paper, and we're going to be cutting that into 4¼ inch square for our card base. And we're also going to take out the template, this time with the 4 windows, because we're going to have 4 things changing. We're going to line that up on our main reveal wheel and hold it in place with some low tack tape so that we can do some stamping. And we're going to be using that Say What Spring Critter set again because it has such cute little images and sayings that are perfect for these reveal wheel openings. So we're going to be stamping out some cute little kind of spring and Easter related things. So we've got Hop Hop Hooray, Happy Spring. Then we'll twist that there and do another little stamping, and we're going to be stamping out Happy Easter. And then for our last one, we're going to be stamping out to some bunny special, which is so cute. Then we're going to build our reveal wheel. So we're going to take that mini brad and we're going to put it up through the smaller wheel base and then up through the main window. We're going to leave the template in place this time and use that template as that extra little guide for lining things up. We'll flip it over and we'll add some foam squares to the back of the wheel base there around the brad but not touching the brad. We'll peel up the liner paper, line up our sentiment in the window, hold it in perfect placement with our hands, and then line it up with that base of the reveal wheel. As we line it up, we're going to press down, attaching that wheel to the base. We can then pop that brad open and remove that template to save it to use for another card, and we can start to begin to use our frames. And we're going to be using the flower frame for this one. And we're going to be using some watercolor wishes paper for this, which is also in the same color palette as Spiffy, Speckles, and Dandy Day. So they're really, really nice to mix and match with each other. And we're going to be die cutting the flower and a bunch of leaves as well. Using the same watercolor wishes paper we used for the leaves, we're going to be die cutting that same reveal wheel square there. We're going to run that through the die cut machine, and then we're going to be taking out this flower border and we're going to layer that over there. And this is going to become kind of the grass and flowers for the bottom of our scene. So we'll just line that up and run that through the die cut machine. This die also has the cute little flower and tulip that you can cut separately, so we're going to be cutting those from some watercolor wishes paper as well and creating an alternating pattern to give this really cute colorful base to our reveal wheel. We'll use our glue tube to attach our flower over that window opening and also add those cute little leaves on either side of the flower. Then we'll take some foam squares and we'll put them on the base that we created earlier around the wheel but not touching the wheel, and then we can layer our flower frame right on top. Next, we'll attach the pattern paper onto our 4 1/4 inch square card base and then layer our whole reveal wheel mechanism on top of that and add some sparkly little sequins to the front just to add a little extra sparkle and shine. And then we're going to take out the original reveal wheel sentiment stamp set because there's a little arrow in there, and we're going to be stamping that directly on the card to let the recipient know that there's something pretty cool that's going to happen when you move that wheel. And as you move it, you have these cute little spring and Easter related sentiments spin in there. I love having that extra detail of the Spiffy Speckles pattern paper on the wheel. It's so cute, so fun, and super quick and easy to put together. For our last card, we're going to be using that sun frame, and it's so super cute. And we're going to be using some Hello Sunshine paper with that beautiful blue grid and also some Spiffy Speckles paper too. And this time we've dropped that circular window into the original rectangular reveal wheel shape. We ran that through the die cut machine, and then we're going to take out some watercolor wishes. That beautiful yellow color is perfect for the sun, so we're going to die cut the sun, and we're also going to die cut the wheel base and wheel from that pattern paper as well. We'll pop that circular window out of the reveal wheel and then die cut it without a window out of some white cardstock to be the base of our reveal wheel. And we're also going to die cut some kraft cardstock too, and that's going to end up becoming our sand for our ground later. We're going to take out those circle templates again, and this time we're going to use the one with 4 windows, and we're going to line that up onto our wheel, and we're going to take out that reveal wheel circle sentiment stamp set and use those cute little smiley faces again, but this time we're going to be using them with this cool sun window. So we'll use that template as a guide, and we'll stamp 4 of those smiley faces in each of those circles. Then we can begin to form our reveal wheel as we've done before, so we'll put a mini brad up through the wheel base and then up through the main reveal wheel. We'll open up those prongs secured in place, flip it over, and add some foam squares to that wheel base. Then we'll peel up that liner paper, line up our cute little smiley face there. We can hold that in place with our fingers and then line it up with the base of our reveal wheel, pressing down, attaching that wheel to the base. Then we can go ahead and open that brad and just pop off that template there and use it again for another card later. We're going to use some glue tube there to add that cute little sun frame onto that circular opening, and then a simple stitched hillside to cut that kraft cardstock to create a cool kind of little sandy bank. We're also going to be taking out the awesome new birthday offset sayings. I love this so much, and we're going to be using that bold, solid happy birthday in some black licorice ink on that sandy area that we created. And to help create the look of sand, we're just going to take a brown marker and create little random dots all around, which looks so cute. We're going to add some foam tape to the back of that and then layer that onto our sky that we created earlier with that sun up there. We're going to take out some oldie but goodie stamp sets with Life is Good and Ahoy Matey, and we'll stamp, color, and die cut some of those images. And this is such a fun time to look through your stash and see what kind of cute stamps that you have that you can mix and match that would work really well with something like this sun frame. So in this case, we have a treasure chest and the crab and the palm trees that look really great on our cool little kind of deserted island here. We've die cut some simple puffy clouds out of white cardstock, and we're going to layer those into the scene, attaching them with liquid glue, and then we can take our scissors and trim off any of the excess. And I really like this look because it looks like the sky kind of continues on and goes on forever, even outside of this little card snapshot that we've taken. So we'll trim off that excess and add one more little cloud behind that treasure chest. Then we can add some foam squares around the wheel, but not touching the wheel, and layer that whole scene that we created right on top. I absolutely love seeing those little smiley faces change. Now we're going to take that spiffy speckles paper and add it to a standard size card base at 5.5 by 4.25, and then we can layer our reveal wheel mechanism right on top. We're going to die cut an arrow with the arrow that's in that original reveal wheel set, and we're going to layer that on so the recipient knows that there's something pretty cool. And what I love here is as you spin that window, not only do the faces change, but the color of the sun changes because we use that amazing watercolor wishes paper. So the pattern paper helped create the color change and those cute little smiley faces. I just love them so much. It just cracks me up. And this card is so fun and unique and such a cool way to kind of mix and match a lot of your favorite stamp sets you might have in your stash. Here we have some cute examples by the design team, and here Elise took those cute little Charge Me Up robots and she used the speech bubble frame and she combined it with our awesome new reveal wheel circle sentiment. So she mixed and matched a lot of new things, which is so cute, and I love that it says, "I love you endlessly." And then this card by Tammy, she used this set in a completely different way. She used that flower frame mixed with the tulip frame without actually using the reveal wheel. So I love that you can use these in all different ways and come up with such cool ideas. I can't wait to see what you guys come up with these new reveal wheel add-ons, so make sure to share it with us. Thank you so much for watching today, and I hope you have an absolutely amazing day. Bye!